Hi, you all. Welcome back to my channel. This is Idiot Kid. This is Sierra. The truth about the whole thing, the messy thing with Usher and Chilli, and what really led up to their breakup. They didn't break up over cheating. They was just not happy and they broke up. Now the Confession album made it seem like, to boost up social media. But Confession album was like a went diamond. But far as Usher cheating, infidelities, that's not what happened. Y'all ready for some tea? Ready for some gossip time? I'm here for it. Y'all go check it out. Just take a look.
It's been 17 years since Usher let the public into his messy breakup with TLC's Chilli on his 2004 Confessions album. Usher was already a hitmaker, but Confessions transformed him into a mega superstar and established him as one of the best-selling musical artists of the 2000s. But was the breakup drama intentionally orchestrated to generate media buzz and sales? This is how Usher and Chilli's messy breakup led to the success of his Confessions album. But before I give you guys the rundown on this story, I want to thank Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Surfshark VPN offers access to blocked content in different regions, and it protects your privacy in the process. I go through a lot of different websites to find clips for my videos. Surfshark offers me access to all of my favorite shows and movies that aren't available in America. I try my best to work on videos while I'm traveling, and using airport and hotel Wi-Fi can be very risky and they're usually unsecure. Which is why using a VPN or virtual private network is so important. Surfshark uses a data leak detection system and a private search tool that hides your IP address and stops websites from tracking your info. But maybe you aren't too concerned about hackers and just want to stream unavailable shows from streaming services like Netflix and Hulu by using VPN servers in the countries where they're available. You can use the Surfshark VPN on multiple devices on a single subscription. So head to the link in the description box and enter promo code Femininity for 83% off and 3 extra months for free on Surfshark. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so I encourage you guys to try it out for yourselves. Thanks again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video and giving me a code for my subscribers. Now let's get into the video. Usher and Chilli first met in 1993 when he signed a recording contract with LaFace Records at the age of 14. She was 21 years old at the time, and TLC had already scored 3 top 10 hits from their debut album. Usher dropped his debut album a year later and became a 90s teenage prodigy with his hits You Make Me Wanna, Nice and Slow, and My Way. Chilli spent most of the 90s in an on-again, off-again relationship with songwriter, record producer, and film producer Dallas Austin, and she gave birth to their son, Tron Austin, in 1997. Their relationship was a roller coaster filled with infidelity on Dallas's part, and Chilli eventually grew tired of it by the year 2000, and the couple broke up for good. In May 2001, Usher released the lead single, You Remind Me, from his 3rd studio album, and it charted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 4 consecutive weeks. Girl that I once knew, And at the end, Chilli appears as the ex-girlfriend that all of the women remind him of. Usher and Chilli started a relationship from there, and the couple was inseparable.
Hey, this is Chilli. How y'all doing? We are on the set of Usher's video, You Remind Me. And can I ask you a question? Why did you choose me to be your video?
Well, ain't it obvious? You're like the most beautiful woman walking. And I would have a chance to make a scene. Don't she look great?
I have to say, I I don't normally dress like this, but I said,
That's
only
why
for you.
I put her in my video.
Only for you, Usher.
There, man.
You know, I usually don't show all this little stuff and everything, but for you, this time. Okay. All right, but keep it.
All right, well, y'all just stick
All right.
around, and I hope you enjoy it. We got a video to shoot. Thank you, peace.
Bye.
Together, they appeared on magazine covers, attended red carpets, and showed up as a couple at every high-profile event. She also went on to play the female lead in his video for his #1 hit, You Got It Bad.
I've always known Usher. I mean, we've always been around each other. And I never looked at him in that way because he was younger than me. And I was just like, oh, he's so cute. And I just, but he grew up. Boy, did he grow up. Okay. So anyway, and, I decided to just go ahead and just say forget it and go out with him. And, I mean, I found out that he was such an amazing person, and he is. He believes in God. He loves his mother. He loves me. He loves my son. And he's perfect for me. And I prayed also. I asked God to just send me someone who was perfect for me, my situation, not anybody else, who was just tailor-made for me. And there he was, under my nose the whole time. I didn't even know it.
Meanwhile, Dallas Austin was devastated by the news of their relationship and channeled his frustration in the breakup songs he wrote for artists like Cool by Gwen Stefani, Blue Cantrell's Hit 'Em Up Style, and the Pink songs Just Like a Pill and Don't Let Me Get Me.
I take all these, especially when I wrote Cool, Gwen, I really wrote that, and then TLC wanted the song. But I didn't want to give them that song because the song was about me and Rosanda saying, hey, now that you're dating Usher, that's good. Me and him was cool. Everybody had their fights and everything else. But now I done moved on. You moved on. Now we're cool. We have the kids, so everything is cool. So I was singing that song, but I didn't want to give it to them. And LA heard the records. Is that for TLC? And I'm like, oh no, not a chance. Nope.
So you didn't want to give them a hit song?
I didn't want to give them Cool because I didn't want to hear how direct it was about me and Rosanda at the time. And even though all the records are direct, we find ways to alter them, you know what I'm saying? So I tried to record Cool with them, and it just didn't work because we had just broke up, and her and Usher started dating, and sitting in the studio now just like in a torture chamber, like it was horrible. So
were you so mad when she started dating Usher? Were you jealous?
I wanted to kill everybody because obviously I was friends with Usher too, and it was just one of those things where we two different people. We always have been in that sense. And I felt like when actually it was crazy because I moved to Miami and I was just all fed. I was like, I got to get out of Atlanta. I'm just too fed up. Things are going too crazy. So I moved to Miami. I set up in the house. Me and her first broke up then. And I started working on music in Miami. And I'm like, in this house where I set up all my equipment and everything. I said, wow, maybe I should need to get out of Atlanta. But by then we were broken up. So by the time I called and say, hey, you know what? Let's be together in Miami. She's like, no, it's a wrap. I'm done. So I'm thinking this is the worst year because then she started dating Usher. And I'm going mad because I'm like, hold on, I got a kid. This that's my girl. It's like a kid. This, that, other. And such that the space that everybody gets to when you're going through that breakup where it's just painful, it's crazy. You hear stuff on the radio, somebody's calling you, say they're in a video together, somebody, And so I didn't realize I had taken all that energy though, and I put it into all these records. And I put it into making Drumline. And
Chilli moved into Usher's home with her toddler son as their relationship got serious. And that's where the problems started. According to a 2004 Rolling Stone article, the couple fought often over little things. Usher and Chilli's relationship came to a messy end in December 2003, and she didn't hold back when it came to expressing any of her feelings. The gossip magazines were all reporting about alleged infidelity on Usher's part, but he denied the cheating rumors and claimed that they were still friends. He said, I will tell you that I loved Chilli a lot, and she obviously loved me. It just didn't work out. But cheating is not what caused the relationship to collide and crash. That ain't what broke it up, end quote. Chilli called into the Atlanta radio station Q100 and insinuated that he cheated on her, then got a little petty and said that she doesn't think he's cute.
He did the ultimate no-no. You don't do that, and he did that, and I'll never take him back, so it's a done deal. He killed it. He did. He really did.
Usher called the radio show to defend himself.
Let me just set the record straight. All right. Me and Chilli never broke up because of me cheating on her. Okay?
But Usher says she kept calling his phone questioning him about his alleged infidelity. He retaliated by telling magazines that she was pressuring him to marry her, then admitted to cheating after initially denying it. He said, "I didn't want to talk about it over the telephone, so she came over, but I had to do an interview. She said, 'You run in.' I canceled it and sat down. I didn't take the blame out on her, say that she, as a woman, didn't give me what I needed. I said, 'This is something I did. It was a fucked up decision.' She wanted to know who and how many times, and I said, 'That's not important.' Then she got on the radio and talked about it. I could not believe she did that." End quote. He did admit to Rolling Stone that he proposed to her while making love, and she said no. He said, "I had a ring for that girl and everything, and she never knew it. Something was not right. I felt like I was in a desert running, and then there was this mirage. It's beautiful, but wait a minute. Let's make sure it's real." He says, "I wasn't happy, and I left the relationship as a result of it. There's no honor, I guess, in cheating. But there is honor in honesty, I guess. If I can't be faithful or I'm not happy." End quote. Usher dropped his fourth studio album, Confessions, in early 2004, selling over 1 million copies in the first week. And the album was filled with ballads about relationships, and the media firestorm grew even bigger about what actually led to the couple's demise. The second single, Burn, topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 8 non-consecutive weeks.
It's coming to an end. Better for me to let it go now.
The third single, Confessions Part 2, triggered more media coverage after he sang about cheating on his partner and getting another woman pregnant.
I was in LA, I was with my ex-girlfriend. Every time you called, I told you, baby, I'm working with, creeping with. Say she's 3 months pregnant and she's keeping it. I ain't ready for no kid and bye-bye to our relationship.
Confessions Part 2 replaced Burn at number 1, where it stayed for 2 weeks, becoming the album's third consecutive number 1 single. When asked about the lyrics, Usher says he was just singing as a character. He said, "It wasn't a specific situation that happened in my life right now. In other words, I wasn't in a relationship and got another girl pregnant right now. But it is something I can relate to, and it's something that has happened to me in the past. As I said, I have a few deep dark ones that I've kept stowed away in a closet for a minute." End quote. Usher also opened up more about their breakup, saying, "I wanted to pack up and move to Los Angeles or New York, and I'm looking for the support of my woman. She wanted more stability. I felt like she wanted to be married. There are always signs that something isn't comfortable 100%. We can ignore the differences and keep moving forward, or just let go. I take responsibility for choosing another direction." End quote. Confessions Part 2 was actually written by Jermaine Dupri about his own personal situation at the time. And before anyone speculates, no, he was not dating Janet Jackson yet. Arista Records realized that fans mainly focused more on Usher's music than his personal life. So Jermaine decided to create a whirlwind around Usher, and he used the couple's breakup as the perfect opportunity to do so. He said, "My whole thing was to create a ruckus. He had a girlfriend, Chilli. I wanted everybody to start wondering, who's he talking about? What's going on? Where's this coming from? That was the goal." All that basically sums up Confessions. End quote.
Confessions Part 2, you wrote that, right?
I wrote Burn, I wrote all of them songs.
Okay, but that's Confessions Part 2, that was based on an actual situation you had?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, my life.
So you had a girl and you got another girl pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Typical story of a man.
Did that baby actually was born and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's real life.
Okay.
You think I just be saying that in the interviews?
So
This shit is real. No, it's real life.
So you were in a serious relationship with somebody. Can you say who it was with at the time?
I guess it was. I was in a relationship, and then
Now, Jermaine Dupri wrote that song. Now, because back then, 2004, I thought, you know what I'm saying, that was really what was going on with Chilli and Usher. I thought Usher had got somebody else pregnant. But that was a good album. I actually got that album. I didn't even know James Dupree wrote them songs. He wrote Burn and the Part 2 of Confessions. I didn't know he wrote those. And I didn't know Dallas used to date Chilli, have a kid by her. Um, I ain't know all that. Uh, but y'all, this whole time, you know what I'm saying, they didn't break up over cheating. It's just that I think Usher wasn't ready to get married. Chilli was. That's what they got broken up for. It wasn't that Usher, you know what I'm saying, got somebody pregnant and they ended up breaking up. No. Even though he did eventually went on and got married to someone else and he had problems in that relationship. Ended up getting divorced. Little rumors talking about he had herpes and all that stuff. But that Confession albums was really for to make sales. So soon Chilli and Usher broke up. It was a good time to make this album, so get other people to say what's going on. Is they going through things, or he wrote in the song. That was James Dupree real life story. That he's with his girl, you know what I'm saying, got somebody else pregnant, and the baby was actually born. Typical male stuff. But you know, here's the tea, here's the gossip of it. Whole 17 years later, I actually like back then in the 90s and the early 2000s, I actually like Chilli and Usher together. But when things were different, when we come to have differences can get in the way, and you know what I'm saying, it can cause people to break up. Um, but I just learned something today, and if you know what I'm saying, if y'all have learned something today, comment below what y'all thought, what y'all didn't know, because I didn't even know certain things. Y'all can subscribe me, FA88 Kid. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.